What is up, you guys? This is All Day One on the PS4, and I'm going to be giving you a video that's a little different. It's not your regular informational video. This isn't a build video or anything. This is a pretty much a rant type of stuff, type of video. Um, this rant is more towards the Omega, or it is towards the Omega Prestige that we've all been hearing about. Um, yeah, so a lot of things that I've heard or that I've seen on the forums and whatnot. Well, I've never gone on the forums until this Omega Prestige has been announced, and yeah. So when I went on there, it was pretty bad. It was pretty heated because a lot of people, the majority of the players there, are disagreeing with this, and I'm 100% with them because I do not agree with any of the things with the Omega Prestige. The only thing I do agree with is the bonuses that you can get. You can get the legendary. You can get, you know, the extra stats, the attributes. You can get just a lot of other stuff, but the legendary is a bit underwhelming. I mean, for Omega Prestige, and it seems like it's pretty build like specific for build your whatever your character is that you're using that legendary for. For example, for Spider-Man, it's for webbing and hand to hand. And I don't really, I mean, I do use webbing and hand to hand sometimes, but I know a lot of people don't. So it should be, I feel like the legendary should be something that's built around just for the character, you know, for a well-rounded legendary item, not something that's made specifically for something that you don't want to use or something that you do use or whatever. It shouldn't be made for something that just something specific, or if it is, you should be given three different type of artifact, like three different artifact choices. Like, let's say you have this one, the one that gives you the hand-to-hand and webbing extra damage for those, or one for leaping, and then you have one for dodge. Something like that would definitely be better, and you get to choose one of those three. Like, being able to choose one of those three options would be, you know, a, a little better in my opinion. It'll be better than just being forced to get that one artifact that doesn't really benefit your character at all. Um, but yeah, so that's that with the legendary. Now on to the Omega Prestige though. With Omega Prestige, the way it works is you get your characters to level 6, or you get them to 6th Prestige, so you have to level them from 1 to 60 6 times, or technically 7 times because you have to do it obviously from the first time um, to 60. But once you get to that 6th Prestige, you have to, you can either, I'm pretty sure you can purchase, or if you purchase the pack, it'll skip all 6 prestiges, so you can do that, which is $40, which is really expensive. Um, or if you do get all 6 prestiges, you can craft the Omega Prestige by using Eternity Splinters and collecting Omega Essence and some other requirements as well. But once you get to Omega Prestige, you are sent back to level 1. That right there is a huge issue because there's 70 Omega Prestiges. Okay, there's 70 Omega Prestiges. That means you are leveling up 1 to 60 77 times. You're prestiging 76 times. So that doesn't sound like it's a fun idea. I mean, I don't know anyone that would actually be willing to play one character and level them up through the same story, through the same treasure rooms, and you know, you're not doing any new content, you're not doing anything, because by the time you hit level 60, you're just gonna hit that prestige button and then go back to level 1. And then you're doing that all over again and over and over and over until you get to the 70 Omega Prestige. Once you hit 70 Omega Prestige, you're just, you know, you're gonna probably not want to play your character, or maybe you will, because obviously you'll have 560% extra base damage. But I mean, the fact that you have to keep prestiging or leveling up 1 to 60 every time is not something that you want to do. And that right there is probably going to make most people quit, because there are people quitting right now because of this info that's coming out right now. um but yeah, the way that I think that they could change this, so here's my suggestion for guys, not just my own suggestion, but like Tony Bing and so many other players as well that agree with this exact thing, is instead of having us have to prestige over and over and over and over, you should have us just leave us at level 60 for our character, just like our infinity points. Our infinity points is continuous. So you should do the same thing for our characters. So yes, we still have to get 6 prestige and unlock our Omega prestige. Instead of calling it Omega prestige, you would call it like Omega levels or something, or Omega rank. Who knows? You can do whatever you will. But it would be best if you made it similar to the way infinity points work, but it wouldn't be something that would go across all characters. It would be only for that specific character. So for example, if I were to let's say Omega Prestige Spider-Man, and I get him to Omega Prestige 70, that means it's only going to be Spider-Man that's at Omega Prestige or Omega level 70 or Omega rank 70, whatever you call it. So he'll be at Omega 70, but I'll have other characters that are probably 6 prestige as well, but they're going to only be at Omega 1 because I haven't gotten them through, I haven't got leveled them up in their Omega level because I haven't played on them. I've only been playing Spider-Man. But my infinity points are obviously still rising up, and that affects everyone. But the Omega level would only affect your character. So for another example, the way Diablo 3 works, I haven't played Diablo 2, so I'm going to use Diablo 3 as an example. So the way Diablo 3 works is you have Paragon system. You have the Paragon level system, and once you hit max level, which is like 70 or 60, I don't remember, I think it's 70 on Diablo. Once you hit the max level, you get the max character level, then you're given Paragon levels, which is similar to infinity points as well. It's exactly the same thing as infinity points, but you can, it's the same exact mechanic. So you know I don't for me, I don't see why that wasn't the first idea, or why that wasn't the first choice. That should have been, that should have been the first thing you guys have decided to do, rather than having us start over and over and over. Because if you think about it, if you release new content, new raids, and harder difficulties, better gear, more than half of your player base that are trying to get their max prestige, Omega prestige, will not even get to experience that because they don't even get to play at level 60. All they're doing is just prestiging over and over. Unless obviously if someone's already at 70 prestige, which I doubt they'll get within like maybe a couple months, even with experience boosters active. Um, yeah, they just will not get to experience leveling up, or not leveling up, but gearing up, doing the harder content, enjoying the game, like literally enjoying the game with their friends or with random players that they meet online. They won't get to do any of that because they're just gonna keep leveling up, because yes, we're not forced to do it, but the fact that you're getting 560% base damage and plus 10 in your defensive attributes, so 700 in your defensive attributes, I mean, it's a pretty big number. It's like you go for either better content or better base damage, to the point to where you're able to one-shot enemies, or pretty close, or whatever. Depend, like, I don't know how your Omega system is going to be for the difficulty, but the way I'm seeing this is most people are going to choose the base damage so over the gear and gearing up in content because they want to have, like, you're gonna have players that want to min max. I'm that type of person. I'm the type of person that loves min maxing characters. That's why I enjoy farming gear, because I enjoy min maxing my characters. I do not enjoy having to level a character up from 1 to 60 because I'm not progressing in my gear. Yes, I'll start progressing in stats or my base damage, but that's it. I'm not gonna be progressing in anything else. So it's that just doesn't, for me. This doesn't make any sense on why you would do this, or I don't know. But anyways, that's just my 2 cents in this. If you guys, yeah, I really hope you guys see this video, Gazillion, and or anyone else that really is affiliated with them. I hope you guys see this, because this is not just a message from myself. This is a message from a lot of players that I've seen on the forums, on GameFAQs, on Facebook pages or the Facebook group pages and whatnot. This is just like, even on my streams, like, people are saying they do not like this, and I agree with them. This is not something that should have happened. So hopefully you guys take it under consideration that that this is not a good idea, and that you know you hopefully change it. I mean, if that's if you want to keep the majority of your player base in the game. Otherwise, you're gonna lose more than half of your players, because Destiny 2 is coming out. I mean, there's a lot of new games that are coming out that some players wouldn't mind holding off if you just made it right. But if you're just gonna keep doing this, then there it's gonna be easier for players to just dip out rather than putting time into the game when when it's something that's this bad. But yeah, so for anyone else that's watching this video, go ahead and put your comments down in the comment section to let me know, or let Gazillion know, or whoever know what you feel, if you agree or disagree, why you agree, why you disagree. It doesn't really matter. And yeah, so like I said, this is a very different video than what I normally do. I normally don't do rants or whatever. um, but yeah, I really felt like I needed to get my voice out there, because I haven't seen really any videos about this issue here. So yeah, that's basically it. So this is all day one on the PS4. Have a good day, good night, and peace.